I'm employed here with Hillston Citrus Operations. We run about 1,600 hectares of export citrus. But before that, I spent 25 years in all, in and around export citrus in South Africa. It's exciting to be around here and to bring a bit of different thoughts and a few different ideas into the Australian system. The ball game changes completely once you go into export. One fruit fly in a consignment overseas can cause that whole consignment to be not just downgraded, but it needs to be destroyed on the other side in another country. The implications for this country's export business is just incredible. In South Africa, because we were an export market exclusively, we were monitoring with traps, and above a certain threshold we would intervene. We started using a product called GF120. When I came to Australia, I started trapping to see what we're going to get, and I was absolutely horrified by the amount of Queensland fruit fly that we were catching in the traps. I started asking around, what are people doing regarding fruit fly, and once again horrified to see that in the export game, not a hell of a lot was done in this region. There was this big belief that the Queensland fruit fly is only an issue in the summertime and the warmer months. We've subsequently seen with our own trapping that they're there the entire year. Even last week in this cold weather, we've caught over 100 in some of the traps where we haven't treated for fruit fly. So when I got here, I was looking for GF120. And then I found out on a Corteva website that there's a product called Naturalure, and that is the equivalent of GF120 in South Africa. On this trouble farm of ours, we had a contractor come in to do weekly bait sprays. Within a month, we had trap counts from over 200 per trap coming down to almost nothing, single digits. We have now implemented that every bearing orchard 6 weeks before harvest, and we'll do a weekly bait to ensure that we've got clean fruit going into the pack houses. If our traps show that we've got earlier issues, we would start the baiting even earlier than that. We've got a side-by-side fitted with a 400-litre tank at the back. It's got two single nozzles under very low pressure. Ours is calibrated to travel at about 20 kilometers an hour. Our dilution rate works out at about 1 litres of Naturalure per 9 litres of water. And in our tank of 400 litres, we cover 45 hectares. And it takes about an hour and 15 to an hour and 20 minutes for us to do 45 hectares. It's a very small price to pay at the input end to prevent a disaster on the output end. And it's organically certified. It fits in beautifully with IPM. It's a safe product. We don't have a withholding period on it. To us, it's a no-brainer. It might hurt a little bit in the beginning when you have to fork out the money, but you do smile at the end when the returns come back.